Hello.
Hello, everyone.
We here. We got new brews. We actually have new leaders this time.
Yeah.
All new leaders.
Yeah.
Two new leaders rather than just one.
I hope the sound's good this time. I'm assuming it's good.
I mean, it was fine the rest of the stream last time.
Okay.
So
Yep.
I didn't do anything
Perfect.
since then. So if y'all have issues, let us know.
Yeah, we're trying out two new leaders. I think there's a big question mark in the game right now where what is the shape of yellow red hero aggro? Sabe, I brought Sabe and Poe, and so
just to like swap out with Chewbacca.
yeah, and so if now I would swap out a handful of cards in the deck because I don't think Kazuda is particularly good with Poe or Sabe. But the question remains: is Poe and Sabe better than Chewbacca? We're playing Chewbacca really low to the ground. Lots of one drops. Playing stuff like Karis and Faith in Your Friends. I think whatever the face of yellow red hero aggro is, it's gonna have some combination of these cards in it. I also do think that currently the best space aggressive ships are Ebon Hawk and Millennium Falcon. And I think in a distant third place is Red 5. However, Red 5 has combo, can like work with Chewbacca pretty well. So you still have the Han pilot, and the Han pilot on either Millennium Falcon or Ebon Hawk is like a ton of damage. And makes them much more difficult to remove. Something that if you are playing Faith in Your Friends in a vehicle shell, something that helps make it more reliable is actually the Mandalorian pilot, because he's got 2 yellow pips on him. You don't have to have 3 yellow cards in hand. You could have the Mandalorian. You've also got access to like K2. K2 can pull double duty with Karis and Faith in Your Friends. So you've got some redundancy. I don't know about anybody else, but the part of my brain that likes deck building lights up, neuron activates whenever I'm like including disclosed cards in a deck now.
You're like, what's the maximum value I can get out of disclose? Like, how can I reliably hit it every time I want to see a disclosed card?
So I think one of the most powerful cards with Chewbacca is this Kazuda. You probably saw him and made note of him, and then if you played in the PQ season, you probably never saw this card played against you. It is a 2/6 with raid 2, but if you control fewer resources than an opponent, it gets +2. It's one of the curves.
Just like always hitting for 6, basically, in that deck.
Yeah. So I think the curve, like a solid curve in this deck, is you get to 4 resources. Now, before we get too far into this, I am not playing the card that costs 1 and makes a credit. That does no damage. It is not a unit. So
was that popular in other Chewbacca lists you saw?
People were like, you can play it on 4.
Oh. Okay.
Now here's the theory behind Chewbacca as I see it. The red-yellow aggro decks, when their leader is the scariest...
Well, you have to pay for it to deploy him.
Yes, correct.
Oh. Okay.
But he has no resource requirements, so you could, in theory, play him on turn 2. If you play the thing that gives you a credit, you've got 3 resources and a credit on turn 2. He can come out and then he can start doing things. Okay. So if you've played against Sabe, I would say to a lesser degree if you played against the Han 4 pilot, both of those decks functioned in a way where your leader became a significant threat. Now, most of the time, your leader became a significant threat due to the plot card, Sudden Ferocity. Okay, so I've got Sudden Ferocities off to the side. If I swap into Sabe, you just take the Kazudas out and you put the Sudden Ferocities in. And so my theory of
Chewbacca aggro is that paying 4 to deploy a 5/6 is similar to deploying Sabine on 4 and then giving her a Yoda's lightsaber. She's a 5/6 now. Now she can attack. She can do stuff. Sabe comes out on 5. Now she's a 4/6, and if you put the Fury on her, she is now a 7/6, which means she hits a little bit harder than Chewbacca. However, Chewbacca interacts with the board, which aggro decks might want more or might want less of, depending on a matchup. So my rationale for saying that it's fine to deploy Chewbacca on 4 is that you're getting a 5/6 leader, and most of the time the aggro decks wanted a leader that's in about that range, regardless. You have a curve where you can play Kazuda on 4, go to 5 resources. Chewbacca's still in the grip. You can activate Chewbacca to do 2 damage to something. Now you're down on resources. Kazuda can hit for 6. You can deploy Chewbacca. He has the option to sack another thing or not. But Chewbacca gets in for 5s. Kazuda and Chewbacca have gotten in for 11 combined between the two of them. If your opponent does have a Sentinel in the way, this deck is packing BD1 wherever he is. We've got BD1. You'll conveniently have a credit from Chewbacca's ability that you could then spend on BD1 to make sure that somebody gets in there. And this Chewbacca deck also gets to play a new card, Commence the Festivities. Attack with the unit against Saboteur. If you control fewer resources, it gets +2/+0 for this attack. So both of these are ways to get around it. Now, Chewbacca's, if the Sentinel only has like 4 health or something, Chewbacca could easily blast through it using his ability. A card I don't have in here, which the deck may want, is Collateral Damage. I happen to think Collateral Damage is positioned pretty well. I don't have a copy with me, but it's the 3-cost event from the new set that does 2 damage to a unit and then does 2 damage to another unit in that arena, or 2 damage to a base. So in a deck like this, it gives you the ability to finish off the opponent. It's a daring raid. It's actually a daring raid with like a little bit upside. Now you got to pay a premium for it, but
it's 3, right?
Cost 3.
Yeah.
However, paying 3 and dealing 2 damage to 2 different things in the arena, pretty good. So anyway, that's what's going on here with Chewbacca. Just want to see how he does. This is a vehicle-heavy version. We're playing something like 12 vehicle 1-drops. I've got the fighters that you're aware of, the A-Wing, the Y-Wing, the Crackshot. We also have the T-16 Skyhopper. And then we're packing BD and Inspired Recruit, which is the new 3/1. I think the 3/1's probably good. Like, Sabine would have loved to have played that card. Like, Sabine is like, why wasn't this card printed when I could play this card? Okay. Resource, a little something like that. I guess I'll resource a little something like that. Playing a little risky with it. I could resource like this, and that gives me like some redundancy.
Okay. Are those working? Yeah, I don't know if those are working.
What with the
redeems? The
redeems? Oh, I have no idea.
I didn't hear it when you guys redeemed.
No, I didn't hear it either. This is what happens when you take like 3 weeks off of streaming. All your
I think
stuff
they worked
breaks.
last time. The computer had restarted.
Yeah, that's what happens when the computer restarts.
Windows updates.
It breaks all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the Windows code that's written in spaghetti AI code is now implemented.
Rip your points. Yep. I can't even get them back. Oh, I could, but I won't.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Okay. People watching, it's just us talking to nobody.
Yeah.
To nobody.
It's probably related. It's probably also why you didn't have chat in the browser. This does mean I would have to restart OBS to fix that, and you already gave a great explanation.
Yeah,
so
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, we'll just.
They call me old Nathan One Take.
Yeah, at least it's streaming on Twitch. We got that going for us. So
So apologies, rip to those who like to type to. There's nobody who does this.
Our alerts probably won't work today either. Then. So.
Rip to anybody who likes to chat with the chatters on Twitch.
I've seen it happen a couple times where like YouTube commenters reply to chatters, but not often. Not often. I can't fix them in stream. So
the Nathan Fielder. I'm discussing with the what's going on?
Roll.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here you go. 19,
15.
Okay. All right. We're gonna play Faith in Your Friends. This is not a guaranteed hit. Right. So I have to take the card that hits, which could be either of those. So I'm gonna take this. Search the top. The other ones, do they get shuffled in or they go to the bottom? They go to the bottom, right?
Shuffled
That's hidden.
Bottom, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, here. All right. I'm going to show you a K2, an Anakin's Pod Racer, and a Furtive Handmaiden, and I will make 2 spies.
Interesting.
I will take the initiative.
Yes.
Let's see. What is my play this turn? I think it's these. All right. A spy is going to attack your base for 2.
I'll abort or fight a spy.
Okay. I am going to play Karis Mimic.
The Max Rebo Band.
I am going to play a Furtive Handmaiden.
I'll take initiative.
I am going to pass.
I'll get credit. All right, let's fight the Handmaiden.
Okay. The Nimic's going to go to your base for 3.
And play Expendable Mercenary.
I'm going to play Kazuda.
I will Krennic and sacrifice the Mercenary. It will be resourced, and I'll get a crit.
Spy is going to hit you for 2.
I will take initiative.
I will pass.
Alvaro fight a spy.
Karis is going to hit you for 6. Sorry, Kazuda is going to hit you for 6.
Yeah. I will sacrifice Aura for a credit.
Karis is going to go to your base for 3.
Spend all his credits. Play Director Krennic.
Okay. I am going to play I'm going to use Chewbacca's ability, blow up this resource, deal 2 damage to Krennic, and get a credit.
What's your base for 1? Second credit for the band. I think I did.
Yeah, he did.
I think I did.
Yeah. It was in play for 2 turns so far. Okay.
If it was into play for 2 turns, then I didn't because I have sacrificed 2 things for 2 credits. So I sacrificed Aura and the mercenary.
It was so you played the band, got a credit, you played the mercenary, got a credit, so I don't think you got the second credit from it.
Okay. Remembering credit tokens is very difficult.
Okay. I'm going to play an A-Wing.
I'll take initiative.
I will play red 5. And I will pass.
Good credit. Okay. I'm going to deploy Krennic, and when deployed, another friendly unit deals damage equal to its power to an enemy unit. I'll have Krennic deal damage to Ray 5.
I'm going to commence the festivities on Kazuda and hit you for 8.
I'm going to Craving Power Krennic and blast this A-Wing out of the sky.
I'm gonna Chewbacca the director Krennic.
I'll attack it for 8.
I'm gonna pay 5 for K2. He's gonna ambush. He's gonna ready attack 3 damage to Krennic because he's damaged, and then fight Krennic and deal 3 damage to him.
When it's attacked, I get to mill a card. It's thrown. It goes to my hand. Beguile. Look at your hand. The Mandalorian. I will return Karis to your hand.
Okay. I will take the initiative.
I'm gonna fight Kazuda.
Okay, take 4.
I'm gonna fight Sha for 1. And pass. Get a credit.
Okay. I'm gonna play Karis.
Take it for one.
I'm gonna play a Furtive Handmaiden.
Take it for 6.
I will take initiative.
I'll Boba Fett and pay 1 and blow up the Handmaiden. Play Dark Trooper. And pass. Max Rebo Band might be kind of cracked, actually. Going to cracked. Where's Surprise Strike at?
Hit you for 5.
Yep. Attack you for 6.
Well, Chewbacca and Blast. The Dark Trooper.
Take it for 3.
Yeah, you got it. It was annoying that she had like stuff that killed Chewbacca. Like I literally couldn't deploy Chewbacca that game.
It was like that one turn with the Krennic deploy could have killed him, and the Craven Power, and any number of attacks. Just Krennic attacking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at getting you to 29.
Yeah.
I think you had just enough stuff to deal with the space stuff, because I think if one of the spaceships connected,
yeah,
that Mandalorian pilot that I could have played on the A-wing, which would have gotten in for 5. So
that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, that was close. That was close. I debated throwing Chewbacca into the Krennic Sentinel, because he would have done 9 damage to it, and then K2 could clean it up on the next turn without having to die in the process. Was there a point in that game where I needed to kill something on the board? Because I lost quite a bit of my early units. So that's the question you have to ask yourself, right? I resourced the pod racer, but the pod racer could fight into aura, like a spy fight, and pod racer fight, and the aura kills it. So
Mulligan. It's registered to me that you can play plot cards with credits.
Yes.
And
yeah,
that's pretty crazy. Credits really do change the game, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Plus, doing give Saboteur cards better than I thought. It seems pretty decent.
Yeah, it was doing some damage there, right?
Yeah.
He played an 8/10 Sentinel. I got 8 in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I pivoted to space, but he had
maybe I resourced too many space things early on. The thing about this Chewy deck is I think you get to you can split lanes if you want. I don't know what the second card to resource here is. Yeah, if I had had a BD1, I think I might have won that game. I drew BD the turn I died. But if I think I've had a BD1 earlier, then Chewbacca could have come out, picked up Saboteur, and then hit. And then the Krennic deploy basically has to kill Chewbacca. And then if I've got the festivities, I get in for 8, right? I think that closes out the game. Okay, so which I guess is something like this. Okay, I will play a Skyhopper Canyon Runner.
Dark Trooper.
I will take the initiative.
Yes.
We're gonna put the Mandalorian on the Skyhopper and we'll exhaust the Dark Trooper.
Hajime Patrollers.
I'm gonna play BD1 and choose the Canyon Sky Runner.
Very well. I'm gonna turn this Sci-Fighter into a credit.
I'm gonna hit you for 5.
Take initiative.
I will pass.
Let's go ahead and Craving Power. That there guy. The stupid 1/4.
Attack you for 1.
Take it for 5.
I'm gonna play Kazuda.
Take it for 1.
I'm gonna take initiative.
I'm gonna turn this guy into a crit. No pass.
Actually think I resource nothing here. Kazuda's gonna hit you for 6.
Play the Legacy run.
BD is gonna attack you for 1.
I'll hit you for 5. That was me.
I'll play Karis.
Take a credit. I'll 6 to Kazuda.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
Hit you for 3.
I'll play Boba and Blast BD. 3.
I'm gonna use Chewie's ability. Do 2 damage to the Dark Trooper.
Thank you for 5.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm going to play a Crackshot V-Wing.
Takes damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell this Star Trooper. For money.
I'm gonna deploy Chewbacca.
I'll take initiative.
Chewbacca's gonna go 5 to your base. I'm gonna sack and do 2 damage to Boba. Actually, yeah, I'll do 2 damage to Boba Fett and get a credit. And I'll pass.
Deploy Krennic. Show ya Palpatine First Light. I'll pay for both. First Light will ambush. I'll draw a card. Palpatine will make 2 spies. Krennic will have Boba do 6 to Chewbacca.
Play K2, kill Boba Fett, kill a spy.
Attack you for 4.
Take initiative.
Pass. I did not replace my resources.
Hit you for 3.
Damage to a damaged ground unit. Okay. I'll play. I'll play Chancellor Palpatine.
Commence the festivities. Hit you for 5. This is where I wish I was playing that 3-cost card that did 2 damage to unit and then 2 damage to a base. So I think I win both these games with that.
Hit you for 5.
Yeah, I die. I can. Play I haven't made yet that the deck is capable of, but the problem is Justin always has something that can kill it. Is Chewbacca can shoot Karis, and the spy can come into play ready, and you can get 2 damage from it. So, I guess in theory, Chewbacca could shoot Palpatine. I don't die that turn. Maybe I scooped a little bit too early there. I'll let the comments decide. But I can shoot Palpatine. I don't know if you have any buffs in your hand or anything like that.
I did not.
Okay.
How's Krennic feel compared to set 1 Palpatine?
I don't know. He doesn't.
Different?
Yeah.
I do like him a lot so far. It's certainly a powerful ability.
Yeah.
Like very powerful.
Justin and I, between our 2 cases, we opened 1 Anakin's Pod Racer. I think if I have Anakin's Pod Racer in my opening hand there, you played the droid dude and the Pod Racer smokes it, right?
2 cases and 2 carbonite boxes.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
I also got no Ben Solos in all my stuff.
So, yeah, that's like where I wish I had the Pod Racer, right? Anything with 3 toughness, like even if you've got the initiative and it's going to kill my first drop for free, I just take the initiative and the Pod Racer kills it, right?
Yeah.
So I lost that game to the Craving Power. I'm pretty sure. So because I if I wasn't taking like 5 damage 100 times in that game, I would have like extra time to actually win the game. But instead, I'm just getting hit the whole time. Okay, let's. This is a keeper. Resource. Resource. I actually need that to win the game. Resource. Okay. I'll resource these. I'll start by playing a Karis.
Aura.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
Attack you for 3.
Take it for 2 or 3.
I'm gonna play Faith in Your Friends. I'll show you The Mandalorian, Furtive Handmaiden, and Red 5. 3 yellow, 2 heroic. Make 2 spies.
I'll play Beguile.
On
Look at your hand. I'll bounce to Karis.
I'm gonna play the Handmaiden.
Take initiative.
I'll pass. I guess it's that. I want to do other stuff, but
Spy to spy.
Spy is going to Furtive Handmaiden. Discard, draw. Wait, discard a card and draw. I don't want to discard any of these. It wasn't. It shouldn't. I don't. I'll attack you for 2.
You don't have to.
No,
You may.
You may.
I'm gonna make a credit.
I'm gonna attack you for 2.
I'll play Boba.
I'm gonna shoot Boba with Chewbacca.
Take initiative.
I am going to play Red 5. And this is sacked. And I'll pass.
Crave power, Red 5.
K2.
Take initiative.
Attack you for 2. I am going to discard a Punch It and draw a card. I'm going to attack you for 2. I will pass.
Play Resupply Carrier.
Attack you for 2. I am going to pitch. I'll pitch this A-wing and draw.
Deploy Krennic. I'll blast the spy.
I will deploy Chewbacca.
I'll fight the handmaid.
Chewbacca is going to go to your dome for 5. We are going to sack this resource. I will do 2 damage to Krennic.
Take initiative.
I played this badly. I wasn't keeping track of resources in hand. I have a faith in your friends I could play here, but it can't possibly hit because I need double heroic. And I can't hit that. And I sacked the stuff I could have played. Whoops. Alright, well, I guess I'll pass.
Attack you for 4.
Chewbacca is going to commence some festivities and hit you for 7. And there is no future, so we're going to discard this. I'll do 2 damage to Krennic with Chewbacca's ability. This is where piece of junk is like
A fight.
put 4 damage on him. This is where piece of junk is just like sorely missed. I'm gonna play the Ebon Hawk.
Oof. Okay. I'll contract a hunter into Chewbacca.
I will take the initiative.
Controller or die to Ebon Hawk. Assuming you have a heroic card.
I have commence festivities and a heroic card to hit you for 7.
I had like no fuel early. Like, my hand was all trash. It was all high-end trash.
Yeah. The question I've had about the Chewbacca deck is like how consistent it is. I feel like it has done the exact same thing every
Yes,
single
I've done
game.
a different thing every time.
Yeah.
Literally
It's
every time.
done different. It's like arranged it differently, but it's done the same thing every single game. So the deck is pretty consistent. I would consider Beguile and the Axe Forgets. Both of those I think are pretty good. I think Beguile, I have Boshek in here, so Beguile's probably slightly better.
Yeah, the K2 is very good.
The
The
K2,
K2 is scary.
K2 has been doing a lot of damn work.
Yeah.
K2 is like what this type of deck needed. It needed something that could show up and
It like answers something and it presents a threat on the board that has to be answered.
Yeah.
It's not as easy to die. You've had to like slam it into Boba Fett's and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Well, there have been multiple times where it's like I ask you, do you have something to keep the guy alive, and you've like played Craving Power or whatever, so yeah, I mean that's like
I was fine with that situation because like I needed the Craving Power to kill the red 3 because it was going to kill
everything.
It was going to kill everything. Yeah. But that game having to kill my own Aura Sing to be able to play Boba, I had no other play that turn.
Ooh.
So it was like either just pass turn or dump Boba on the ground, which I think was the correct call. Just kinda,
Boba threatens to kill Chewie, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's
I needed
like
that, and then I could follow it up with Craving Power. Like I had the Craving Power in my hand, so I needed a target for it, and Aura is not a good target for it.
I'm gonna mulligan that hand. They had all 3 Republic Y-Wings.
I've gotten to play Max Rebo. Max Rebo band into Max Rebo curve. Insane.
Spam callers. All day. All day spam callers.
You just don't answer, you just block the number. You move on. Now that you own home, it's just it's nonstop, right? Literally like at least 5 a day.
Okay.
Now I'll make TIE Fighter.
8-wing.
I'll make a crit.
Crack shot.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Make a crit.
Thank you for 2.
Play the Max Rebo band.
Thank you for 2.
Take initiative.
Play the Falcon. Pass.
Play the Legacy run.
Thank you for 3.
Delete the Legacy run. And I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Deploy Chewbacca.
Take it for 1.
Hit you for 5.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Thrawn. So you can either have me capture the Falcon or it's ready.
Thrawn can be ready.
Oh, he's ready.
Chewbacca's going to go to your base for 5, and I will sack this to do 2 damage to Thrawn. And I have a credit.
I'm gonna delete Max Rebo Band.
I'm gonna play Faith in Your Friends. I'm gonna show you Ebon Hawk, A-Wing, Han Solo, and Red 5. I'm gonna make 2 spies.
Edge of 8.
Han Solo hit you for 6.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Krennic.
Hit you for 6.
Yep. You take initiative.
Red 5. A-Wing. A-Wing. Laughs and rotated overwhelming barrage. Pass.
Yep. Yep. There's probably some decision points during that game that I made that were not correct. It was
That was like the stacked space draw. I don't think I've tried that one yet. Like I don't think I've I don't think I have taken that approach yet. So yes, this is the last frontier that's not ruined by capitalism. Space
soon. They want to get there.
I will say this format does feel way more interactive. Like substantially more interactive. I know I'm playing like an aggro deck, but like I've had to interact with your units in some fashion or another.
Yeah, like I guess maybe I should have slammed Thrawn into Chewie, but I mean I still lose your space stuff in that situation. I needed Thrawn to be able to hold.
I was gonna say
power.
I felt like you needed Thrawn because if you trade Thrawn off there,
I don't get Krennic.
you have literally no units.
Yeah, right. And I can't. I have no other craving power. Krennic is still. He's still a turn away too. From deploying.
Yeah.
Really, I prefer this new format with all its interaction. Yeah, I mean, last format was just so bloated.
I am a defender of the last format, but maybe
because you want a PK.
well, I did. The people are gonna like, Yoda Data Vault mirror matches, but those were extremely interesting games. You could make a decision on like resource 8 that would lose you the game, right? Like, and the downstream effects, like, were felt. So. Okay.
Gonk.
Gonking it. Straight up gonking it. I will play Republic Y-Wing.
Take initiative.
I will play Crackshot V-Wing. I'll pass.
Charging my gonk. Gonk it.
I'll have to win the game without it, I guess. I am gonna attack you for 2.
Play Dark Trooper. Play not Dark Trooper. Play the next Rebo band.
I am gonna put Bowshuck on this Y-Wing. A 1. A 1.
I can throw away a gonk.
Gonk value.
Yeah. Maybe I should be throwing away gonks. I don't know. I'll take initiative.
I'm gonna punch it and hit you for 6. Sorry, 2 6. I hit you for 4. I'll pass.
Gonk.
Attack you for 2.
Gonk. I'll play Legacy Run.
Going to attack you for 2.
Thank you for 1.
I'll play Kazuda.
I'll explode him.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
It's the hardest decision of my life to send that young man to his death.
Unfortunately, some Kazudas have to die. That's a price Nathan's willing to pay.
Okay, look, this card's it's never happening. I can't make it happen.
Now, did I get one for the Rebo band?
I don't think you did. Okay, I'm going to attack you for 2.
Thank you for 1.
I am going to deploy Chewie. Did I want to use Chewie first? I don't think I did.
Thank you for 1.
Chewie is going to attack you for 5. I'm going to sack a resource, and I will do 2 damage to the gonk.
I'll play Boba with extra 1, -1, do 3 to Chewie.
I'm gonna pay. Let's see. Is it worth taking the initiative there? You're on 5 resources, right?
Yep.
I will take the initiative.
Okay.
I'm gonna credit the gonk. And be done.
Okay.
I need a credit counter.
Commence the festivities and Chewbacca hits you for 7.
I'll beguile.
Oh, and Chewbacca's gonna blow this up to do 2 damage to Boba Fett while I'm at it. Sorry, I forgot about. I need the money this turn.
I'll bounce the Y-wing or the V-wing.
Attack you for 2. But Boba Fett took another 2. Oh,
I got that. Yep. Boba is gonna attack you and then do 3 to Chewie.
I'll play red 5.
Play expendable mercenary.
I'll spend 3 and play the Ebon Hawk.
Delete the mercenary.
I'll take initiative.
Deploy Krennic, blow up the Ebon Hawk. Attack you for 1, attack you for 4. And pass.
Attack you for 3 with red 5. And then shoot Boba Fett.
Craving, power the Y-wing.
Chewie's gonna blast Boba Fett.
Play Thrawn. 5, 6, 7.
You can capture red 5. I'm gonna play the Falcon.
Take initiative.
I will pass.
I die. Woo! Space.
Space!
This deck is not set up for space. Dealing with space shit. I don't know what that would look like. It's great against the ground, though.
I mean, Legacy Run,
Legacy Run is great, yeah.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the games get less close the more I focus on space, because...
I even got like Contracted Hunter in here, which we haven't really seen, but... And then, I guess Beguile is good against space. Legacy Run, obviously. But, yeah. The Boba Fett's doing a lot of work on the ground, but can't do any work in space.
Yeah.
I wonder if the like Slave 1, the new Slave 1 would be good.
The 6-cost one makes a credit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
you can discount it. Like you can pay for it with a credit pretty easily with Krennic and then get that credit back.
Yeah.
It's probably worth like a copy or two possibly. Again, they lose sideboard. Kills red 5.
Yeah, I mean it's like the price is, the body is right to
Yeah.
kill a lot of the aggro stuff.
Either way, I really like this Krennic.
It's reminiscent of the Palpatine yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But probably more fair, if that makes sense. Krennic is Krennic's deploy is like -1 dude. It's not -1 dude and also +1 dude, the way Palpatine's deploy was.
Yeah.
But the 7 deploy does like it feels like a drawback significantly compared to before.
7 is insane. Like I'm looking at the state of the game and I'm like, surely I can deploy Krennic this turn.
Yeah.
That's like I'm on 5 resources.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm almost dead.
All right. Is it? Maybe like that. Resource like that. All right.
You've got me to 29, I think, every single game. Almost every game. This is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'll play a Patroller.
I will play Nimic.
Make credit.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
Inch for 3.
Make credit.
Red 5.
The band.
Take initiative.
Yes.
Back for 3.
Mercenary.
Attack for 3.
Attack for 1.
Chewbacca.
Dump.
Attack your base for 5. Do I want to use the Chewie ability? I don't have to, because you've gone ahead of me on resources, so Convince the Festivities works now, so... yeah, I'll just attack you for 5.
I'll pass. Or take initiative. Also, I'm playing Tear the Ship Apart in here, and I think it's probably horrible against your deck. It's like maybe you can get to K2, but there's no way you would resource K2, probably.
I resourced him like significantly after the first couple of games, yeah.
That's kind of funny.
But I think it's like probably not good.
Krennic.
Krennic.
Oh, you're on 6 resources there?
That's right.
I'm gonna commence the festivities, and Karis is gonna hit you for 5.
Take it for 1.
I'm gonna commence the festivities, and Chewbacca's gonna hit you for 7. And I will sack this to do 2 damage to the Krennic unit.
I'll take initiative.
I will strap up the Mandalorian pilot and attack you for
All right.
6.
Jeez.
I draw commence the festivities like it's my job.
Yeah.
But the deck does have BD. I do have another way to give Saboteur. Chewbacca is pretty fun.
It looks pretty fun.
Pretty fun. It's very honorable, I have to say. Very honorable.
You're blowing up your own shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You're running people through, trampling them. Very honorable. Saboteur, extremely honorable. Smuggling illicit goods, extremely honorable.
One more.
Yeah.
I think there's some nuance to this here, Krennic, that I'm not quite getting. And like, I don't really like Thrawn because it gives you a choice, and it's never the right good for me. Like, I can never play that Thrawn and feel good about it.
So
I do kind of wish he was just straight up the fire spray.
My buddy
right
who
now.
played a lot of Vader put Thrawn in the sideboard for Super Laser Blast because they don't have anything for you to capture.
Just follow up with a
and so
big old guy.
They Super Laser Blast, wipe your board, then you can play the Thrawn.
Yeah.
And the 8 is like possibly enough to win the game for you, depending on what's happened up to that point. So. This is a weird one. Resource. Resource. Oh. Okay.
Aura.
I will play a wing.
Take initiative.
I am going to play a furtive handmaiden. I'll pass.
Fight the handmaiden.
I'm going to play an inspired recruit.
Play the band.
I'll put the Mandalorian on the A-Wing.
I'll take initiative.
I'll attack you for 5. I'll pass.
Craving power, the A-Wing. For 3.
Attack you for 3.
Got a big fat band now. Aura's gonna fly into this guy.
I'll deploy Chewbacca.
I'll take you for 3.
Chewbacca's gonna attack the band.
Wow.
I'll sect this to do 2 to it, and then he'll finish off the band. I think you going to 5 resources, no unit. You played a craving power. That implies maybe a second craving power to me. Yes.
Merc.
Chewie's gonna go to your base for 5.
Delete. Merc. Will this Krennic be crazy in a realm with super laser tech? Like, is this Krennic in Eternal kind of crazy?
The reason we get to play with cards like that Boba Fett, like this Krennic, like the reason we're getting specific units is because like Target Town, ECL, stuff like that has gone away.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it.
I will play an Inspired Recruit, and I will pass. Resource nothing? Is that... I actually don't think it's insane to resource nothing here. Yeah, I don't think it's insane to resource nothing. So you're on 7.
Yeah. Oh, Beguile.
K2, Kazuda, Skyhopper.
Bounce red 5.
I will attack you for 3.
Maxwell Rebo.
Chewie's going to your base for 5. Do I want to do that? I think I do not want to do that.
I'll deploy and have Max blast this guy.
Okay. I'm gonna play Kazuda.
I'll fight Chewbacca.
I will take the initiative.
Yes.
So we do this. A resource. We do this. And I resource. I'm gonna commence some festivities with Kazuda for 8.
I'm at 29 again. Once again, where's Surprise Strike?
Yeah. I think there's a reason why everybody gets +2 now. Everything gives +2, not +3.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They couldn't have known that +3 was the most powerful thing you could do in the game of Star Wars Unlimited.
I'll take you for 4.
I'm going to play a Skyhopper Canyon Runner.
The director.
You're tapped out?
Yep.
I'll take initiative.
Okay. I'll take it for 2.
Commence.
I feel like you cheated on your the 2 regroup phases. I saw Nathan draw 4 cards, and then
I resourced nothing.
I guess you resourced nothing.
I resourced nothing.
It's fine. You didn't allow me to finish my first regroup phase before you finish your regroup phase.
This is so you don't have to waste your time resourcing.
I'm gonna call a judge.
You don't have to waste your time resourcing.
Yeah, that kind of beat this one's ass.
Once I adapted.
Yeah.
Adapted and overcame.
There's some juice here somewhere.
Yeah. It's Chewbacca fun. Fun Chewbacca.
Chewbacca pretty fun.
Chewbacca pretty fun. If you're looking for an aggro deck. Now, once again, I would say play these instead. Try these.
I'll try them out. Yeah.
Try them out. Just to see. The Poe would have been good in, like, I think you have to play like 2-drop ships with Poe, because I think black one, you're insane if you don't play it, if you're playing Poe. And then I would consider AT Holler, but you need to be playing bounce things.
You like Beguile or something?
Yeah, you need either Beguile or Axe Forgets. You probably get away from Boshek. Sabe, you probably take out the Kazuda and the Commence the Festivities, and you swap in Sudden Ferocities, probably the 4th Boshek, and then maybe like 2 Stolen AT Haulers. The thing about Sabe, you get to dictate what's going on. You have a lot of information that like Chewbacca wouldn't necessarily have, and so you know when your AT Hauler is safe and when it isn't. So but yeah, this is the face of red hero aggro. I do think there is maybe a Luke pilot deck that exists out there, because there's essentially nothing in the ecosphere that can kill the Luke pilot now. So if he's on a ship,
it's just hitting you for like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be doing damage significantly. And K2 is also something that Luke deck really wanted, because
it's like all the damage stuff on the ground, K2 is just cleaning up while it's beating your ass in space. That seems pretty good, yeah.
Luke gets to dish out some damage. You've got red 3, you've got K2, and you're just whatever the spread is. I feel like I've messed around with a lot of different like versions. I think we have to play Heroic Greedo, Heroic Death Star Trooper. I think we have to play that. It's just like too good of a value. It gives you that extra redundancy that you're looking for. There is also a 2/2 hidden for 1 that is red heroic. It was in earlier drafts of this deck. I removed it to try to make sure that Faith in Your Friends hit some more. There were some draws, and I actually think I had some awkward draws where I could go for Faith in Your Friends, but it wasn't guaranteed based off what was in my hand. And actually, the less I played Faith in Your Friends on like turn 2, the more I started winning, because I started like deploying threats like either to both lanes or double space.
It was definitely the games where you were dumping shit in space was always terrifying.
Yeah, makes it much more difficult for you to answer.
I couldn't just casually fight that stuff. I could casually fight spies all day.
Yeah, right, because it doesn't cost you anything to kill the spies, right? And that's the major difference between that and the stuff in space, right? Like your Kajimi patrollers don't actually do anything.
No, they're just there to.
I would consider if you were to revisit that deck, I would strongly consider the 2-cost 2/3 ambush space unit for 2, because
kills A-wing. A-wing's like probably everywhere now too, and A-wing and the crack shot.
It kills. It doesn't kill the Y-wing, but it does kill a lot of the 1-drops. It also, if there's a villainy space aggro deck, it kills the Screeching TIE Fighter, which is like an insane card. It kills the Screeching. It kills the First Order.
Is Vader still around, you think?
So I think the loss of Shuttle and Waylay and Outmaneuver probably seal Pilot Vader's fate in the yellow-green shell. Okay, if that makes sense. I think there might be a red Vader that exists, and it's going to function.
And you can play the pilot
similar to like it would be kind of like you could maybe split lanes in that too. I'm not entirely sure. The 2/3 ambush ship is paradoxically good
with Vader if your opponent is also in space stuff, because you get to do turn 1, you get to kill something and then presumably get a TIE fighter as well. The thing about a lot of my Vader aggro knowledge is secondhand from my friend he top 8'd like 4 PQs with Vader green, got second place in 3 of them and top 4 in another. So like he's played it a lot, and his theory on Vader was that it is best when it is the worst. When people think it is the worst deck around, that's when you get people because they're not ready for you. But if they're ready for you, if they're packing like blue leaders and hyperspace disasters, I mean, one of the things that rotated out that was actually a nightmare for Vader decks, even though they were like very good at answering, the problem is it forced you to use your mana for answers and not for other stuff, was Bright Hope. So Bright Hope leaving is a big deal for Vader. The problem is that losing the shuttle and outmaneuver means a dedicated ground aggro deck will probably be able to outrace you.
The Chewie deck probably is pretty good against Vader.
Which one?
The Chewie deck.
Yes. So my rationale for Chewie, the reason why Chewie might have an edge. So his ability initially looks bad, but if you see in those games,
it like never mattered that you were down on resources. Because you have the credits to make up for it.
You get credit, so you are actually resource neutral. And the thing is, the Chewie deploy turn, yes, it costs you 4 to do, but what the Chewie deploy turn gives you, it gives you the ability to do 2 packets of 2 damage wherever you want. And it's like resource. It's not as resource intensive as you think it is, because you get some credit refunds and you can save those for the next turn if you need to. Like in those games, if I had it my way, it was play Kazuda on 4, Chewie on 5, because then Kazuda can hit for 6. And it's also interesting that you were ramping, because there were quite a few times where I didn't have to do any resourcing at all.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to like use Chewie's ability because I could just hit you for more because of the expendable mercenaries. I don't think you would get that. There might. I know this is the end of the video and people stop watching by this point typically, but
they're missing the extra knowledge.
There might be people like, why aren't you playing Cham? And the thing is Cham is a 5/4 for 4. And yeah, he catches you up on resources. However, I don't think he does quite enough. Kazuda's got 6 toughness, and you'll notice there the legacy run, when the legacy run 2-for-1 me, it was brutal. If the legacy run killed just Kazuda, it was a blip.
Yeah,
right. It was a blip on the radar.
Cham can die to like Contracted Hunter.
Cham dies to 4. There's a lot of, I think 4. The ability to get 4 damage into something in the ground arena. So like 1 damage is almost free. There's so many things that just do 1 damage, right? 2 damage is almost as free as 1. 3 damage is a little bit more rare, but there are actually a lot of things that do 3 damage in the ground arena this time around. 4 damage, you don't have events that do 4 damage anymore, so you can't just like open fire.
Yeah, right.
And blank somebody. And then like 5 damage is like not obtainable. Like you can no longer do 5 damage outside of something with like craving power. Like 6 toughness is like where your guy, like that your opponent's gonna have to come up with some stuff to get to the 6 toughness. It's gonna be like 2 cards to get there. 5, you're like your best way to get 5 damage in the ground arena is like fighting a 5 power unit into that unit, right? That's like a way to get 5. So but yeah, anyway, it was interesting. It's interesting. This one is in my docket because I want to I don't think red yellow hero went anywhere. I think a lot of the stuff that made it pretty good is still around. I think the stuff that made it the best, or like the best, the ideal version of it, the platonic ideal version of it, like your piece of junks, things like that, the faith in your friend, something worth fighting for. Those cards are gone forever now. I actually don't expect you to be able to ever see a card that does 4 damage to a base again. I just don't think that'll they'll print anything like that moving forward. So there you go.
Y'all. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with more. So join us then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.